Controversy surrounding musician R. Kelly has now reached his manager. Henry Mason's accused of threatening a couple who claim R. Kelly is holding their daughter against her will. Today, Mason bonded out of jail. And Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie spoke to the attorney. And Mark, she's saying that she's actually trying to arrange a meeting between this family and their daughter.
Yeah, we came to her for his side. In a statement she gave us in his behalf, he suggests that he's confident he'll be exonerated and hopes for healing. But I'm not sure we're close to that.
We're looking forward to working with and defending Mr. Mason and the outstanding charges in Henry County, and we're also looking forward to supporting Mr. Robert Kelly throughout any investigations throughout the state of Georgia.
Henry James Mason's attorney says this exclusive photo is Mason in front of his Cobb County house, a free man hours after she escorted him out of the jailhouse in Henry County on a $10,000 bond for a terroristic threats charge.
As his attorney, we believe that he's innocent of terroristic threats.
Ms. McKinnon says the Henry County Sheriff's Office, police, and DA have treated Mason fairly. An incident report says in late May, Timothy Savage reported a phone call from James Mason and that Mr. Mason had threatened to kill him. Quote, I asked Mr. Savage why Mr. Mason had threatened him, and Mr. Savage stated that it was because R. Kelly was holding his daughter. Quote, Mr. Savage stated that Mr. Mason stated, I'm going to do harm to you and your family. When I see you, I'm going to get you. I'm going to, we're omitting an expletive here, kill you. Ms. McKinnon denies Mason made those statements and says she's been in conversation with Gerald Griggs, attorney for Timothy Savage and his wife.
My office, along with Mr. Mason, was coordinating efforts to try to arrange a meeting between the Savages and their daughter in Chicago. And I will say for the record that Mr. and Mrs. Savage declined to have that meeting with their daughter on January the 12th.
A spokesman for Gerald Griggs says the Savages are not willing to meet in Chicago, where R. Kelly has a home, because of the threats they have received from Mason and from another man who has not been charged. But he indicated they would meet in Atlanta or another city. We
feel that Mr. Mason has done no wrong with regards to Mr. and Mrs. Savage.
Ms. McKinnon says, as for suggestions Kelly has held anyone against her will, people should remember he's not been criminally charged for that. Now, Griggs says a letter to R. Kelly's lawyer forwarded to us corroborates his position on a Chicago meeting has been consistent. He says the Savages would be willing to meet in Chicago at the state's attorney's office with law enforcement present. Ms. McKinnon says the Savages' daughter Jocelyn preferred meeting in Chicago at a neutral location without R. Kelly or Mason. Reporting in Buckhead, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, Channel 2 has been on top of every development of this backlash from the TV docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. In the latest fallout today, Sony Records has dropped R. Kelly from the label, and several artists have cut ties with him.
He's literally the devil.
Thursday, only Channel 2 Action News brought you an exclusive interview with a woman who says R. Kelly used intimidation to keep her at his Johns Creek home. Asante McGee is the latest to speak out against the singer since the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly aired. We also talked to a local couple who appeared in one episode. Tim and Jonjalyn Savage told us that Kelly is holding their daughter, Joycelyn. The Savages' attorney told us the Fulton County District Attorney has reached out to them. Now, the Savage's daughter has denied that she's being held captive. We talked to a former prosecutor who says it would be difficult to bring any criminal charges against Kelly if any alleged victim does not cooperate. Kelly's attorney has also denied claims of any physical or emotional abuse of girls or women.